Shalom. This is your fellow servant Arya. And just a little quick video. I was halfway watching this video, but I was like, you know what? I'll just make a video of this video. So we over here on YouTube at Viral Hip Hop News. So shout out to Viral Hip Hop News, man, with this interview. Well, not even an interview. I think this was Jason Williams on this IG account, maybe going live, where he was talking about Kyrie. So we're just gonna hear what he got to say and bring some scriptures out on what he's saying, man, to show you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you are indeed the biblical Israelites, man. Everything that you see going on, this persecution, all right, that Kyrie and Ye is going through. This is the curses, man. All right, that you read about in Deuteronomy 28. This is what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are subjected to, man. We are the people, man. We are up under curses, man, for not following our traditions, our heritage, worshiping other gods, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you got to understand to come back to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, whom you evidently call God the Most High. And then Yahweh Shai through his son, Yahweh Shai, who you evidently call Jesus Christ, man. And if they walk this earth today, they'll be so-called Negroes, not no damn white boy. Let's get into this video, though.
Every day of my life, I approach.
Hey, make sure you like the video, comment on what we hear. If you deem the content worthy enough for you to share it on your Facebook or your Instagram or your Twitter or whatever the case may be, I appreciate that as well. But I will not hold y'all any longer. Let's hear what Jason Williams has to say.
Every day of my life, I approach it with a state of empathy, right? Every day of my life, I approach it with a state of empathy, right? Regardless of what color, what creed, what race you are, I look at people as human beings. I think that's important. But life is always about taking a stand and holding principles. So I want to explain what I feel like my stance is as a black male in this world, okay? And conversations that I've had with my brothers and sisters in the black community. And I want you guys to empathize with it and hear me on it. So when I hear what Kyrie Irving has to go through in order to be reinstated, I'm appalled. I'm appalled.
So first off, I like to say this is where you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans mess up at. You walk around on this earth as if everybody does the same thing that you do when it comes to looking at people. See, this is what happens when you don't know who your enemy is, man. All right, you got enemies out here, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. The Israelites have enemies out here, so you walk in this earth as if you don't have no enemies, man. You got to understand who your enemies are, man. You people walking around here thinking that everybody loves you. You looking at them off of just they merit. Nah, man. these other nations, they literally hate you, man. You are the enemy, man. Of course, hey man, listen to the scriptures, man. This Psalms 83, verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, man. These other nations are enemies, man. They make a tumult, man. All right, let's go to this word tumult, man. Let's look this word up, man. And these are the scriptures, man. This is the scriptures, the Holy Bible saying this, man. What you so-called Negroes, Latinos don't like to go into, man. Hold on for a second. You got to be willing to go into this book, man, and understand what's going on. It say tumult. to murmur, growl, roar, cry aloud, mourn, rage, sound, make noise, tumult, be clamorous, be disquieted, be loud, be moved, be troubled, be in an uproar. So these nations are in an uproar, man. All right? They speak against you, man. They're not for you, man. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, an uproar. And they that hated thee have lifted up their head. Yeah, they that hate you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, for you are the biblical Israelites. They have lifted up their head, man. They proud and high-minded, man. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Whose people? The Most High's people. Yahweh people, man. You are the biblical Israelites, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, according to your father, not according to your skin color. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones, man. They have hidden our heritage, man. Beaten our heritage out of us, man. This is what happened. This is history, Salakia. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, man. So if you wonder why Kyrie and Ye is getting persecuted, this is why, man. Because they don't want us to know who we are, man. They mean and want to keep us hidden, man. They need and want to keep us hidden, man. They are the enemies, man. They have said what? They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, man. They don't want you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to understand that you are the biblical Israelites, man. They need you to stay dumb and simple and keep walking around here calling yourselves so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and Negroes, man. That's what they want from you. That's how they want to keep you, man. And anytime you bring out this truth, they're gonna try to butt break you, man. And if you want to know who the enemies are, you just go down to verse 6 and read all the way down to 9, man. And to save you time, the enemies are the other nations, man. If you're not a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American according to your father, again, according to your father, not according to your skin color, you are the enemies of Yasharallah, or what you know as Israel, or what you know as the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man. Because y'all have had a hand in oppressing God's chosen people, man, throughout the four corners of the earth, man. And you going to pay, man. Going back to the video.
And let me give you examples and holding principles. So I want to explain what I feel like my stance is as a black male in this world. Okay?
And you're not black, man. All right? You're an Israelite, man. An Israelite. Not an African American, not a black man, all right, not an Asiatic. No, you are an Israelite from one of the 12 tribes of Israel, man.
And conversations that I've had with my brothers and sisters in the black community.
And the so-called African American, or what you call blacks, are not blacks, man. That's a negative connotation. We are the Jews, man. We are the biblical Jews, man. We are the children of Judah, man. Or Yahweh, man.
I want you guys to empathize with it and hear me on it. So when I hear what Kyrie Irving has to go through in order to be reinstated, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. And let me give you examples of how I feel like we don't have the same energy and hold other people who have dealt with racial tropes accountable. So when Sarah Silverman does blackface, or when Don Imus says nappy-headed hose, or when Howard Stern calls somebody the N-word in the skit, or when Brett Favre takes money from the state of Mississippi, we don't ask them to get sensitivity training. We don't ask them to donate $500,000. We don't ask them to meet with the Black National Caucus. They apologize. And then, you know what? The rest of the world moves on. But what I feel like is happening here, and that's how in the Black community, like we've been told that's how the process works, right? Think about that, Bert. That's how the process works.
And you're going to continue to be told that's how the process works. You know why? Because you have no power. And this is why this place that you call America, that you people love so much, this is why this place is not your rest, man. You have no power here, man. But can't tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans a damn thing, because y'all love this place that damn much, man. Y'all in love with this place, man. Going to Deuteronomy chapter 28, man. Let's get this curse. Let's see why you ain't got no power, man. And why it's gonna continue to be that way until we get up out of here, man. But see, when the men of the Lord bring these scriptures out to y'all act like y'all can't understand it or want to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what's truly going on out here, man. This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up over thee very high. What strangers? These other nations, man. It said that these other nations was going to get up very high above us, man. Meaning we as a people, we as the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American was going to be what? Be on the bottom of the totem pole of society, while these other nations are going to be up very high, meaning they're going to be on the top of the totem pole of society, man. And this is why we have no power, man. This is why when they say this is how it goes, that's why that's how it goes, man. Because we have no power. Why? Because we are up under the curses, man. We are the people of the Bible, man. We are the biblical Israelites, man. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. Yeah, this is how you get your money, right? This is who you go to work for, right? This is who owns all the damn the fucking professional teams, the banks, the media, the entertainment world. Who owns these things? The strangers, man. The heathen nations, man. You so-called Israelite, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which you are the Israelites. You don't own none of that, man. You don't own no banks. You don't own nothing, man. That's why it say, he shall lend to thee, man, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Yeah, he's going to be the head. These other nations going to be above you, and you're going to be the tail, meaning you're going to be on the bottom of society, man, when it comes to economic power or having any say in anything, man. This is why, man. Going back to the video.
This works. Oh, somebody does a blackface. Oh, it was a misunderstanding. We got it. Okay. Is that person really racist? Probably not. Was it ignorant? Probably so. Okay, we understand it. We move forward. We don't like it. We would love to hold them accountable. But society and having a lot of black people in positions of power, we don't have the governability to do that. But
exactly. You don't have the government ability to do that. Why? Because Deuteronomy 28 verse 43 stated that you wouldn't have the power to do it. Why? Because we are the people of the Bible, living up under the curses, and we will continue to be up under these curses until you hard-headed, rebellious, disobedient, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans get your damn head out of the so-called white man's ass and come back to the words, the scriptures, come back to your heritage and start doing the will of the Father so we could get the hell up out of this hellhole, man, out of our captivity, man. But unfortunately, 2/3 of you hard-headed, rebellious ass children, you're not going to listen, man. 66.6% of our nation is going to stay lost in the sauce and continue to trust in this bullshit ass society and the way that this society rolls, man. But fortunately for us, There's a such thing as the elect and the 1/3. Those that's going to wake up and understand that we are the biblical Israelites and come back and do the will of the Father to the best of their ability and come back to their heritage of knowing who they are, man, and knowing who their brethren are, man, and their sisters are, man.
What we feel like happens with Kyrie is even after an apology, it's not enough. We feel like there needs to be more. And a lot of people I've spoken to over the last couple of days talk about this thing. Older mentors of mine talk about buck breaking. So we talk about tropes. This is something that we feel like in the Black community that happened way back in the day, where if there was a slave that was defiant, right, he got broken in front of everybody in order to show that he was not in a position of power. And that at the end of the day, he had to do what he was told to do because that's what was mandated of him. And there's a bigger situation going on. What's happening with Kyrie Irving? If the Nets don't want him to be there, just say you don't want him to be there. But we should hold everybody accountable, even owners of teams accountable, with things that are happening in other countries, i.e. China and Uyghurs and the Muslim genocide that is occurring, that we hear Enes Kanter talk about. But we don't keep the same energy for everybody. We pick and choose what conversational points we want to make more polarizing. And I might lose my job. I might lose deal opportunities in the future for speaking out about even the platforms that continue to promote and profit a movie that is considered anti-Semitic.
And why is that? Why you might lose your job? Because you have no power, man. Because this is not your risk, man. All right? That's why, man. More scriptures, man. Going to Micah. Because this is not your rest, man. Micah chapter 9, verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart. Yeah, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you supposed to be arising and departing, meaning taking your mind frame out of this worthless ass society, man, that doesn't like you, man. For this is not your rest. Yeah, this is not your risk. You are not finna get no justice over here. You are not finna get no peace over here. You are not finna get no freedom over here. Only thing that you're gonna get over here is oppression. Oppression. That's what you're gonna get, man. You're gonna get oppressed and oppression, man. This is what you're gonna receive over here, man. The scriptures say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. This place is polluted, man. Everything that this so-called white man pumps out, controls, and pushes through his media, his propaganda machine, it is full of nothing but wickedness to pollute you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, to destroy you, man, to destroy your spiritual, your spirit and your spiritual energy, man. A lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, a bunch of y'all don't even believe in a power, man. Y'all have no spirituality about you, man. That's how polluted you have become, man. It say it shall destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. And this is what you're gonna receive, man. This is what happens, man. Our people are destroyed out here, man, with a sword of destruction. Look at our people, man. You got these, hey, man, listen, man. You got these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans walking around here doing in everything, man. Have no love for each other, killing each other day in, day out, selling drugs to each other day in, day out. This man fucking the next man, girl, wife, no brotherly love. The woman out here running around like a damn man, messing with every Dick, Tom, and Harry. Kids growing up in the house by their damn self. Man, this place will destroy you, man. Sword destruction, man. Totally destroying our people, man. Going back to the video.
We pick and choose what conversational points we want to make more polarizing. And I might lose my job. I might lose deal opportunities in the future for speaking out about even the platforms that continue to promote and profit a movie that is considered anti-Semitic to billions of people. They don't have to be accountable. Who is accountable? But we're going to put everything on the shoulders of Kyrie Irving, who, even though he said, I cannot be anti-Semitic because if I know where I came from, stating that he's one of the 4 lost tribes.
And it ain't 4 lost tribes, it's 12 tribes, man. And it ain't Semitic, it's Shemitic, man. Nowhere will you find Semitic. Look, I'm finna type in Semitic, man. That's not gonna pop up. Now let's type in Shemitic or Shem. That's what pops up, man. This is Shem. This is the Shemites, Shemitic. When you come from the seed of Shem. All right, Noah had what, four sons, right? Shem, Ham. I mean, it was it 4? 3 sons. Salakia had 3 sons. Shem, Ham, and Japheth, man. Shem had a line that of nations that come from him, man. And here you have Shem. So it's not Sem. It's Shemitic, man. Sem being Semitic, that don't exist. Who is Sem? He don't exist. Shem exists. Being Shemitic exists, man. And it's not 4 lost tribes. It's 12 tribes of Israel, man. Israel had 12 sons. Let's get that. Israel had 12 sons, not 4. Bear with me. Let's go to Genesis 49. All right, so here you have it, man. This Genesis chapter 49, verse 1. And Jacob called his sons, which Jacob is Israel, and say, and Jacob called his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you which shall befall you in the last days. So let's count how many sons he had. He had Reuben, that's 1. Simeon and Levi, that's 3. Judah, that's 4. Zebulun, that's 5. Issachar, that's 6. Dan, that's 7. Gad, that's 8. Asher, that's 9. Naphtali, that's 10. Joseph, that's 11. And then Joseph turned to Manasseh, all right, which is 12, all right, which Joseph turned him not only Manasseh, but it's also Ephraim. So that's how you get to 12, man, because Joseph equals 2, which is Ephraim and Manasseh, man. Manasseh being what you would know today as the Cubans, and Ephraim being what you know today as the Puerto Ricans, man. So those are the 12, man. It's 12 tribes, man, not 4.
He's saying that blacks and Jews come from the same entity, the same thing.
No, blacks and it ain't no difference between blacks and Jews. The blacks are the Jews. What you know as so-called blacks, or what you calling so-called blacks, African Americans, we are the Jews. Those people that's over there claiming to be Jews, which they are not. Again, which they are not. Those are imposters. Those are Gentiles in the land, man, claiming to be a people that they are not, man. For the biblical Jews are what you know today as the so-called Negroes, or so-called black, or so-called African Americans, man.
But we don't want to understand nuance. We want to be triggered by words, and we like fire, and we like things that are, going viral on social media and everybody has some kind of hot take and we're calling people idiots and we're calling people names because that's what we do. We just destroy each other. I ain't gonna destroy each other, man. I'm not gonna do that. Is Kyrie Irving anti-Semitic? Hell no. Could he have gone about it maybe a different way? That's what I would have advised him to do. But I'm not gonna let you guys sit out here and make this dude out to.
So for what? Go about it a different way for what? Truth is truth. You ain't got to go about it. It's only one way to go about the truth, man. All right? Bear with me. It's only one way to go about the truth, man. You have to stand in great boldness, man. Before those that have afflicted you, man. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, in the book, in the Apocrypha, man. All right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. So it ain't no need of going a different way. He went the correct way, man. You got to stand in great boldness before the face of such as that have afflicted you and made no accounts of your labor, man. Who's made no accounts of our labor, man? Who's been afflicting us, man? The so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom, Idumea, the devil, Lucifer, the dragon, the red horse. So it ain't no need to come in another way, man. We gonna speak this thing truthfully, man. Hell, the truth hurts. It said in verse 2, it said, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. See, this is what they scared. This is why they trying to break them, man. They can't have all you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans researching the Israelites and knowing that you and ending up finding out that you are the Israelites and they being over there in the land being imposters, man. They can't have that being known, but guess what? It's gonna be known anyway, man, because it's set as prophecy, man, for it to happen, man. So now they seeing it and now they being troubled, man. Now they have terrible fear, man. And guess what, man? This is finna cause a whole new spirit for Esau to be in, man. Cause this is gonna rush Esau to try to push his plans, plots, and schemes into plays, man. And this is why this man is finna come down having great wrath upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because he can't have y'all waking up, man. And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. What is gonna be the strangeness of our salvation, man? The strangeness of our salvation is what the world Italy call UFOs, man, which are IFOs, God damn, can't even talk. Identifiable flying objects, man. All right, that's the strangeness of our salvations, man. The chariots of Israel, man. Cloud by day, fire by night, man. So they're gonna be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation, man. When they see what they Italy call UFOs pop up, man. And start beaming up and saving you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those that got the eyes to see and the ears to hear, man. Those that's going to come back to who they truly are, man. For we are the biblical Israelites, man. So far beyond all that they look for, man.
To be like he is a villain, like he is a bad person. He is looking to explore his heritage. Now, you can crucify me if you want. I don't give a damn anymore. It's time for people to start speaking out with nuance and speaking out on the principles they stand for. That's all I'll say.
That's right, man. You got to stand in great boldness, man. So let's get one more scripture, man, and we're going to end this, man. Hopefully this is edifying, man. I know I was kind of, you know what I'm saying, shaky on this thing right here, man. Not shaky, but, kind of all over the place. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. And this is what they are. This is what these small hatters, these imposters, these people that's over in the land claiming to be a people that they are not. This is what they are, man. They are the synagogue of Satan, man. That's who they worship, man. This is what they in them synagogues doing, man. Calling upon false idols, man. All right. It say, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Yeah. These people are lying, man. These people are imposters, man. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Yeah, he's going to cause these small hatters, all right, these people that's over there in the land claiming to be a people that they're not. He's going to call, hey man, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai is going to cause these small hatters to come worship before our feet, man. The true biblical Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, according to your father. Again, according to your father, not according to your skin color. And they're going to know that Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai has loved us, man. This is what's finna come to pass, man. Shalom.